Sean Jones, instrumental.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in to another session of Sucombo. I hope everyone has been doing great and feeling well as always. Before I get into this topic of discussion, I do just want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed. It seems like my reparations video is getting a lot of buzz. I really do appreciate all the comments from trolls and non-trolls that came onto the video and voiced your concerns. I am just super duper excited that a lot of Black Americans, both men and women, are really amping up behind this conversation, and it just gives me such a great feeling to know that our ancestors, you know, the ones that had to go through Jim Crow, the ones that had to go through redlining, the ones that had the crack pumped into the crack to our Black neighborhoods during the crack epidemic, to every single Black person that has lived this experience of a Black American in a system of white supremacy. I say thank you. Thank you to every single one of you guys, every single comment, every single like, every single subscriber for taking the time and to reread that video and see that there are great Black voices out there just like me and you who are really trying to push a narrative to get what is rightfully owed to us. So thank you guys so much again. I just cannot appreciate and say thank you enough. But what I wanted to come in and speak on today is in regards to the ADOS movement. I am a very big supporter of this movement. I have basically been on Twitter since 2009, so I'm not a Russian bot. Mainstream media, I'm not a Russian bot. But you know, I've been following the hashtag heavily since it really started to emerge and started to get traction back in I would say late December, early January, probably even before that. But my main thing I wanted to come in here and talk about today was in regards to basically a reference point. If you're still kind of confused about the subject, if you're still trying to figure out who to vote for, if you're still trying to latch on to some of these black bootlick, bricklaying celebrities, media content creators out there, you know, get your Twitter account. Go ahead and open it up and start following the ADOS hashtag. And just wanted to let you guys know in regards to me, I am trying to make a one-stop shop for all information ADOS or ADOS, so that you guys can come into to Twitter and find the information that you need. You guys can definitely find my page, which is Goddess Lee. You guys can find me there at GGoody. And, you know, go ahead. Even if you don't follow me or you don't want to make a Twitter account, just add my Twitter page as a bookmark and just come on down and just start scrolling through and seeing the information that you can find. I am very heavy with the ADOS hashtag. I am following it very heavy. Basically, I am on Twitter from Monday through Sunday. Sometimes from 7 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock at night, because I am so behind this movement and what we have going on. So if you're not familiar with Twitter, if you're just not okay with it, at least just go ahead and just make you an account and just start following. Just do a search for the ADOS hashtag and just start seeing what information that you can find, because we're here. It is a very serious movement. We are not Russian bots. There has been a study that has recently came out in regards to, you know, people basically where the tweets are originating from in regards to the ADOS movement. I could have told you this about 2-3 weeks ago. I do have an account with Twitter Analytics, which shows me exactly, you know, who's retweeting, where the tweets coming from, what is the bot cycle rate, and all this crazy stuff like that. So I've been heavy into knowing that this is a true grassroots movement that basically popped up out of nowhere, and the mainstream white media has no idea how to control it. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to tell you guys, there's no way to control it. It's not gonna happen. We are, as Black Americans of shadow slavery, we are absolutely tired in regards to everything that is going on with us as a generation right now, in regards to the generation of our people before. We're tired of being lumped into one group of the African diaspora, and we're still not being given the rightful ode that is due to us. Like, you know, I try to ask my Black immigrant brothers and sisters in regards to, you know, are we as Black Africans of America, are we able to just hop up and go to any other place in the black diaspora and set up shop like you guys are able to do here. So, it's a lot of things that are going on with the ADOS movement that has been happening, for the first, I think for the first week, the first 2 weeks, we were rushing bots. So we literally had like people on mainstream media calling us bots. Once they figured out that's not going to work, now it seems to be like some divisive tactic in regards to the black immigrants coming in here and saying, well, you're picking on us and you're talking down to us and you're doing this and you're doing that, and unfortunately, guys, that's not the case. The one thing that I will say about the black immigrants that do come into our country and, immigrate into our lifestyle, how fair do you think it is if we as black Americans make a blanket statement thinking that you all come from just one big country in Africa, but then you guys come in here and mass assimilate into our culture and don't even recognize slave trading, gator bait babies, redlining, black codes, systematic oppression, the prison industrial complex. Like, the simple fact that you guys don't even come here and understand that lets me know how some of your mindsets are put out. And this is not to all my black immigrant brothers and sisters, because I know there are some of you guys out there that completely understand what's going on in black America, and know that if we as black Americans make this push and make this leap to get the reparations or to get the tangibles or to get these politicians to actually understand and look like, hey, we are a real movement, we're real people, and we want our real issues concerned, then it's going to help every African person across the diaspora. So we have to understand that, we cannot come out here and have this division and these tactics. And then, like, lastly, what we're starting to deal with now is, now we have the black media content creators that have these huge white liberal followings. Now they're trying to either pick at the situation. They're trying to either put their 2 cents to the situation or trying to come in and act like they've been here the entire time, which that is an absolute lie. Prime examples of that is Roland Martin, who I just saw a video the other night where it literally looked like Roland was at a cookout with a red cup in his hand, sipping on some Hennessy like he's talking to everybody else at the cookout. And it's like, Roland, I haven't seen you act like that in like the past damn 6-7 years. Like, his whole attitude has changed. And you got Angela Wright up here talking about, oh my God, I'm glad to see somebody talking about reparations, when she made a whole lot of video going clean in on the black community on some craziness. So now we're going into the black bootleg brick laying bastards that are now part of the blue check society. Now they're starting to come into the work. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on within this ADOS community that is really starting to take form. The Democratic Party has been on this for the past 2 months, and they are basically shaking in their boots. If no one has noticed, the simple fact that we went from Russian bots to now it's actually being spoken about on TV and town halls and in newspaper articles, that is huge. That is huge, my black people. That means that you guys have power and you have weight behind your vote, so please use it accordingly. So it is a beautiful thing to see in regards to, the appeal, the people that's coming in here and talking. It's good to see other black people from other places coming in and talking about this. And if you have never used Twitter before, if you've never even came across Twitter, try it as quickly as possible, because I've been telling people that Facebook is a controlled and paid platform. It makes no sense that some days I cannot be on Facebook for a whole week, but then I go on Facebook and I've been knowing about stuff on Twitter for the past week, and Facebook is just not getting a hold of it. Like, I realized that one day. I was like, is the news slow over here? What's really going on? So you guys got to take the plunge. Just go ahead and make your account and get on Twitter and just start following the ADOS hashtag as quickly as possible, because there is some good information. If you're still confused about Bernie Sanders, you need to stop, because that Cracker Barrel is not for us. If you guys are still trying to run behind Kamala Harris, please stop. Please stop, because her political record before she even started to run for presidency is a hot damn mess. Cory Booker, no. I think they're trying to do like a Julian Castro now, white Hispanic falling in line with white supremacy. No, we're good to go. So this is not only a movement in regards to, people trying to get a reparations check or trying to get tangibles, but this is a movement in regards to black people waking up and realizing that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party or any other party that is not talking about reparations is not for us. We're not going to go vote. We're not standing in line. We're not doing anything. And to the black immigrants that are pretty getting upset in regards to this, you guys got to understand, like I said, when it comes to all of us in Black America, taking this movement and making it what it is and finally getting the tangibles that we deserve, everybody is going to succeed. Everybody's going to succeed. So this is why I'm like, it's not a time to be dismissive. It's not a time to come in here and do a division tactic. It's really time for us to come in here and start standing up and start recognizing and realizing that Black Americans, we have to get our due. We have to get our due. You know, I ask people that are still on this whole Pan-Africanism and this whole, you know, we as an African diaspora have to come together. Please go check out my video in regards to mass exodus to Africa. I think not. It's not going to happen. There is no set place in the African diaspora that we as Black people can go and get the benefits that they're getting over here in America. There is no place whatsoever. You're not going to make me believe that. And then please don't come over to my page talking about, what about Ghana? What about Ghana? Well, if you go look at my video, like I got receipts on deck, if you go look at my video, you will see that there are people that have been off in Ghana for the past 10, 15 years and they still haven't got their citizenship. So you guys, you have to understand that what we as Black Americans are going through, we are absolutely tired. We are disgusted. We are ready for a change. Okay, and if that change is not going to come through a political candidate, then guess what? Trump ass is going to be in office for the next 10 years. I guess that book, The Last President, was the truth, because we Black folks ain't voting. It's not going to happen. And if you do got any damn liberal white friends out there talking about, well, you just going to give the vote away to Trump, well, tell them to get up off their ass and start talking about reparations then. Because you're not going to guilt trip any of us into voting for the lesser of two evils. We have did that. Well, excuse me. They have did that, because I stopped voting back in 2008 when I figured out that mulatto Negro, what's his name, Barack Obama, was not going to do anything for the Black community in the first place. So I stopped voting for him then. So like I said before, you guys, go ahead and get on Twitter as quickly as you can. Start letting your voice be known. Start getting behind the ADOS hashtag so that you can be aware of things that are going on. If you do decide to follow my page, if you do decide to go to my page and, you know, start really getting into Twitter, please go check out my moments. I'm trying to make a one-stop shop where you can basically come in and get as much information as you can in regards to different reparations acts that have been passed for the for the Jews, for the Japanese, for the Eskimos, all these people. I want you to go in here and try to get educated as much as you can. Go and look into the HR 40 bill that has been in legislation. There has been a bill since the late 80s, and like only a handful of senators or politicians have signed this bill. You know, and that right there is a key indicator. If who you're voting for in 2020 hasn't signed this bill, and you are a true Black American descendant of chattel slavery, then you shouldn't even be looking at them no more. So go check that out. Go check out the HR 40 bill moment. I'm constantly adding tweets to there. I'm constantly adding more information there. Especially for the coon list. If one of your tweets do make it on the coon list, please don't get offended, because I'm not calling you a coon. I'm just referencing the coonery that was within the tweet, whether you retweeted it from somebody else, whether you're showing something that is, you know, not right, whatever it is. It doesn't mean that you're a coon. It just means that you're added to the list of whatever you posted is in reference to some type of coonery in the Black community. So please don't get offended, because I had to go off on somebody this morning. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Are you serious? But that's what I'm saying, you guys. Get on there as quickly as possible. Look into it. Don't be falling for the okie doke. If anybody's coming out here talking about, you know, well, we can't afford it and we can't do this, we can afford it. The Caribbean wins reparations payments. We can afford it, you guys. Come on. It's all about keeping us suppressed. And these people know the Black vote is the biggest vote in this world. And if they don't got the Black vote, guess what's going to happen? Y'all old Cheeto and Chief going to be at that White House for the next damn 10 to 15 years for all I care. Because ain't no tangibles. Ain't no reparations talk. It ain't going to be no Black vote. But thanks again, guys, for listening. I really do appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Like I said before, please check out my Twitter page at GGoody. If you want to get any information in regards to the ADOS movement, I am definitely behind this movement 100%. I am not playing any games. Like I said before, I am constantly adding more content to the page. My next thing I'm going to add is a one-stop shop to go for any political candidates or that are going to be traveling through your area. I will have an area for that, so you guys can go out there and get on the ground and get in these people's faces and let them know, if you're not going to have this if you're not going to have these tangibles and these reparations, they don't even expect to get the black vote. Don't even expect it. We're done. Like I keep telling people, we are not these I spilled blood in Selma, and we are not these we shall overcome. We're not these people no more. Although, baby boomers, I done snapped on y'all. I done snapped on some of y'all baby boomers. I know I have. And not saying that all the elders in the generation of old are not on this movement, but the ones that are not following in line, we coming for you, and we got your receipts, and we're not playing anymore. We're tired of the inclusion politics. We're tired of people coming out here and saying we all are gonna benefit, when for the past 50, 60, 70 years, none of us in the ADOS community has benefited. None of us. So like I said before, I'm really going to go deeper into and give y'all some more receipts and tell you some other things that have been going on in the ADOS movement. But once again, get on Twitter, man. Get on there and start voicing your opinions, because this 2020 election cycle is going to be no joke. And from what I can tell by following this movement from day one, that we black people, we have power. And we have power to the 10th degree. And these people on these DNC plantation bucks, they know it. And this is why there has been a flood of people on the Breakfast Club. A flood of DNC candidates on the Breakfast Club. A flood of these black bootlick, brick-laying bastards on the Breakfast Club, because they know the power that we possess. They know the power that we possess. So once again, guys, thanks again for listening. I look forward to seeing you on Twitter if you can make it there. And please have a blessed day, and please stay great.